Well, hello everyone and welcome to Pinsane episode 3.
Hi guys! Here we are, back again with pin news.
And
Exciting.
yes, back from another weekend. On this week's episode, we have some live footage from Disneyland Paris from the pin trading day last weekend.
Yes. We are going to be talking to you about Line Betty, our new favourite app.
We have some upcoming pin
release information.
And we have our lanyard giveaway.
Yeah!
Pin of the week.
Pin of the week.
And our pin trading board.
Yes. So, hello. So should we start with the
news.
weekend?
Well, should we start with the news like we always do?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first piece of news that we have this week is the Dumbo pin trading event, which was hosted by the studio store. And there we have it, the Dumbo pin trading event. And pins released, there was $275 a person.
So for $275, what did you get?
Well, you got these two pins first, which were, so these were the freebies. There was the pin trading, the kind of the round, rather similar to the Paris ones. And there was a marquee, which was very nice. And then you got the opportunity to purchase this set, which is a Dumbo live action set. This is a set of 4 pins.
That was quite cool, actually.
It was a different
I like
marquee.
the marquee. That's nice.
So there were 2 different marquees. Lots of people collect marquees. That's quite a popular set to try and collect.
And then the exciting bit was...
Circa set 1. So there were 4 pins in this set. This was $90. And this set... So you had to buy these 4 as a set. It was LE 300. And it came with a Baymax. And it came with a Stitch, Hoodoo Louie, and Mickey Mouse. Then there was a Circa set 2, which was set of 5 pins, and this included Genie, Abu, Bing Bong, the Mad Hatter. I don't think there's anything else on that page, is there?
No. Oh, yes, the most important pin of all, the Aristocats, of course. So... for this event, which was in California, we actually looked into sponsoring somebody, didn't we, to go?
We did.
Which would mean that we would pay for their ticket and they would then go to the event, but then we would buy the pins and they'd pick them up for us and send them to us. So we have done that in the past with events, haven't we, that we've not been able to make. Like one year we couldn't make the Epcot event in Florida.
Yeah.
So we bought someone's entrance ticket and then they shipped the pins to us. But this time round, because there were only 2 pins in that entire set that we wanted, it didn't really make sense for us, did it, to buy the pins?
400, well, the admission,
plus
the pins were in the 2 different sets. That would have been $475 for 2 pins.
Which is quite... And I know we'd have got all the other lovely pins, and then we could have traded them or sold them on. But it just didn't make sense for us this time, did it, to buy those pins? And I know I think I've got the Aristocats coming, so you just need to find Stitch. I'm sure we will, at some point.
Maybe someone would like to send it to us. Like the soda fountain. We can have ice cream there, someone should. Also, there was the, talking of the soda fountain, the nesting dolls.
Oh, yes.
Set of 4 nesting dolls, that was the surprise release.
Yes.
And it's in the soda fountain. It didn't sell out.
I can't believe that. Like, I cannot believe that the Stitch dolls didn't sell out. Do you think it's because they're so expensive?
You paid $275 to go there and then paid $100 a pin packet. I find it difficult to believe someone's then balking at another $70.
I know, but $70 is a lot of money. So, and I think the resellers were selling them for around like $120. I genuinely thought, when I saw the price of the pins originally, I thought, oh my god, these are going to be a nightmare for us to get hold of. But when I take into consideration people taking the trip to the soda fountain, which, as we've experienced many times, is a bit of a nightmare, I think I would pay the $30 extra. I really do.
The event wasn't in the soda fountain.
No, I mean,
the event was in the hotel.
The event was in the hotel. But where the pins were released in the soda fountain, the Nestling doll pins.
No,
Were they not?
They're left over from the event. It was a surprise release.
So that's why they're in the case.
Yeah,
At the soda
it was a surprise. It was the surprise release from the event, and it didn't sell out.
I can't believe that.
So the leftovers are now in the soda
I
fountain.
can't believe that. Stitch always sells out. In Paris, getting hold of a Stitch pin is a nightmare, isn't it?
Well, it didn't sell out.
Well,
yeah.
Interesting. So,
Then,
we've had lots of hellos. Let me read some people out. So we have, who's watching? Emma. Hi, Emma. Billy, Tamsi, Ali, Dennis, Bosmans, Carrie Tui, Susan, Mary is watching, Olivia, Jessica, Karis, Christian, Marlos. Hello, everyone. So, let's move on.
So the next thing which was released was the PTDs. There was a flip.
Yeah.
Boris from Lady and the Tramp, Cruella, and Kwamatala from Moana.
Nothing that we collect, but still really cute.
So that was the next release. And then
How quickly did they sell out? Have they sold out?
No. Boris is still there, I think. Poor Boris.
Poor Boris. Boris, you're not as popular as others.
So, also yesterday the Paris poster was released.
The Paris poster, that was exciting.
So on the Paris poster there's a bunch of lanyards which are being
Oh
released.
my gosh, there's a Stitch lanyard and a Marie lanyard.
Yes.
And what else?
Mickey and Minnie, Cheshire Cat.
Really cute Cheshire Cat. Look at the thumper. So cute. I'm trying to work out what the thing is at the bottom of the lanyard. Because it doesn't look plasticky though. What are the bits?
Isn't it the holder on its, like the credit card size holder on its
Yes,
side?
I know. On its side.
Yeah, so it's like up and down, not left and right.
I know.
Put things in long ways.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you put your park tickets in those, guys. We always wear lanyards, and we never ever put our park tickets in because once I was on a ride in Animal Kingdom and I had my park ticket in there. We had all sorts of tickets in there, didn't we? And yes. I got off the ride and that plastic thing stayed on it. And luckily the person getting on after me handed it to me. Oh, hi Shannon! Shannon is watching. And Tim and Hannah. And when we got off the ride, the thing stayed there and luckily someone handed it to me. Otherwise, I have no idea how we'd have got in and out of parks. But also, exciting news with that poster, there's a page 2 of the poster.
Yes, you haven't got to page 2 yet.
Oh,
because it's released for the week. So you've got Cinderella and Lumiere. So they're both limited edition 250s.
Which is really low for Paris. That's very rare.
So then you've got, that entire set is only 250. That's the star set.
I know, which is so low.
And then in the other ranges, which are the series which are currently out, there is the Fun Adventures, which is each ride this month is Pinocchio, and it's Gideon and another fox. I have no idea what that is.
Who plays the fox?
I
don't know.
There's a fox and another fox.
I quite like that pin though.
Then there's a Winnie the Pooh Easter pin.
So cute.
That's been released, Winnie the Pooh with some Easter eggs. In the Best Friends series, it's Genie and Aladdin.
Which is lovely.
In the Stitch series, this month is I Feel Grumpy. Ronchamp.
Really cute. Really cute. And then
Easter Saturday, it's the
here we go. The Eleanor Bridge set.
Yeah, so there are 4 pins on that set. Eleanor Bridge is a French designer.
And her pins are beautiful, aren't they? But she releases pictures of them before Disney, doesn't she? Because we saw.
Yes, she puts them on her
Instagram page. We're not on Instagram, but every now and again I sort of have a look through somebody else's account sometimes, and we see these lovely things, don't we? And her pins are so beautiful, but also her pins are super popular. So, was the last set Bambi?
There's
Thumper
been
and Bambi, and then there's
been a Bambi set and Alice in Wonderland set,
and they are so gorgeous. And I mean, already people are going crazy over those pins. I think in the last 24 hours, I've had numerous requests about those Eleanor Bridge pins, and are they LE 500 or 400?
500.
500. I have absolutely no doubt they are going to sell out straight away. You're right, Carolina. I need to get on Instagram.
I'm too
way
old to go
behind.
on Instagram.
We're too old, I think. But they are beautiful, and those little mice are so cute. I just really hope all the Cinderella collectors are able to grab a set and not have to sell a lung to buy one.
And then, so then on the flyer, if you've gone onto the Disneyland Paris website, you will see that actually there's also a page 2 for that flyer, which is a rather enigmatic up balloon with pin trading. So, question: what is that going to be? Is that going to be an event?
I'm going to make an assumption here that it's going to be an event that's going to be held at Newport Bay. No, I'm totally guessing, but
it wouldn't matter.
Clearly going to be app themed, isn't it? And it's the anniversary this year for app. So
is it?
Yeah. So maybe the 10th anniversary. Someone help me out there. I think it's the 10th anniversary of app. So I'm guessing all those gorgeous pins are going to be app themed. I'm really panicking that it's going to be the weekend that we're away. But if it is, I'm sure that we'll get to see those pins really quickly. And it looks like the events are so much fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's the flyer news. Should we move on?
Yes. So UK event news. The UK event on July the 13th. There are now 4 tables and only 2 general admission tickets left.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting, isn't it?
So you need to contact
Gonna be busy.
Abigail or James to get the last couple of tickets for that. You are now in danger of missing out if you don't get those tickets.
Oh my gosh, get your tickets. I think I know it's going to be a full-on day full of fun and games, and lots of lovely traders are going to be there, aren't they?
Yeah. And you.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I don't think you come in the category of lovely.
So we're so excited. We missed it last year and we were devastated. So we're really looking forward to that. So how many tables are left?
There are 4 tables and 2 walking tickets.
4 tables, 2 walking tickets. So if you want to buy a table, it means that you can lay all your pins out for people that have not been to a pin event before. You have a table, you lay all your pins out, and then people come and visit your table, and you're able to go and come back and leave your pins with someone that you really trust. And then if you have a walk around ticket, it means that you don't actually have anywhere to sort of set up, but you do, you are able to take your pins and go and stand by other people's table
and trade.
And trade. So it's so much fun. So get your tickets now, because I think in 2 days they'll have sold out.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
So last week's Paris event.
Last week's Paris event.
So we went for the day.
It was amazing.
Day trip to France.
I got up at 2 a.m.
I also got up at 2 a.m. You went straight back to sleep again at 2 or
I did.
5.
I got in the car and fell straight back to sleep. It took ages for us to get there this time. The traffic going into Disneyland Paris was an absolute nightmare. As you approached the beautiful Disney sign, there were you could see the sign, and there were 3 accidents where people, I don't know.
They were all on their phones.
We think they were like taking pictures of the sign and just hit the car in front. But it was carnage, and then obviously they had the protests in the park. So for anybody who hasn't seen those pictures, as you walk into Disneyland Park, to the Disneyland Magic Kingdom Park, in between the Disneyland Hotel and the train station, all that area was cornered off, and it was full of rubbish. And I think it was the French cleaners, the company
that do the overnight cleaning. They were protesting about their working conditions.
But they were sort of just banging a drum, and it was really peaceful and really calm, and they were just sitting, weren't they, and just making a point of, I guess, not being treated particularly well. So that was all going on, which meant that security was, it was tight.
Hard work getting in.
It was really hard work getting in. We went through the no bags line, didn't we?
Yes, and left your mother with all the bags.
My mum, she was like, because we were like, oh my gosh, getting pins is a nightmare anyway. Getting pins is a nightmare when you don't have a ticket. So she said, right, leave me with the backpacks and go in. And it still took us 20 minutes to get through.
Yeah, something like that.
So my poor mum was there at least an hour, wasn't she? It was a nightmare. So once we didn't get into the park until 12:30, maybe. Maybe.
Should we play the video?
Oh yeah, let's play the video. We have a video to show you from pin trading day. Enjoy. Hi guys, so welcome to the pin trading day at Disneyland Paris. We finally made it here. We left London at we got up at 2 a.m. and then left the house at about 10 to 3. And we didn't actually get into the park today until 1. It was a bit of a nightmare. The traffic was crazy approaching Disneyland Paris, but we're here. And most excitingly, we were able to buy the princess pins because one of our lovely friends had a spare ticket. And when we arrived, he took us straight in with him and we were able to buy a set, which was amazing. So thank you so much to our gorgeous pin friends. I thought we'd take you on a little bit of a tour and show you what's going on today. Surprisingly, even though it looks super busy, we think that the last pin trading day last year and the year before were busier. And I think that's because people who are not getting the line boutique tickets, there are people not showing up. If they don't get tickets, they're not coming, which is understandable because it's an expensive trip to make if you don't think you'll be able to get pins to trade. So follow me and I will show you around. So right now we're at Pueblo's, which is right next to Big Thunder Mountain, you can see. And there are lots and lots. The pin trading actually stretches all the way from Pueblo's and then all the way over to the Cowboy Cookout. People are using the tables at Cowboy Cookout to trade pins, which is really cool. Lots of lovely pin traders here today. Lots of British pin traders too, hooray! And lots of lovely familiar faces. So come with me and I'll show you around a little. So right in front of us here, you have the pin trading board. Now, the pin trading off the board is they're being really, really picky. They will only trade popular limited editions for other popular limited editions. So when you're buying limited edition pins to trade with the board, try and get pins that you think, oh, I would love that pin myself. And I know everybody's tastes are different, but for example, they're not going to let you trade a limited edition 8,000 pin for an LE 250. They're being really picky, which is kind of understandable, I guess. Maybe too picky, but we'll see. Come with me and I'll show you some of the lovely pin trading that's going on this morning. Here we go. Now, I don't know whether you can see this. Can you see the line at the back there? That line is for people who have last chance tickets. And it's quite substantial already. There are only 500 pins, I think, being sold today. They've had lots of quality control issues. I know that out of the are they a set of 9 or 8? Out of a set of 8, I think we returned 5 and they had to swap them because one of them had fingers missing. Another had a scratch all the way down the front, one of them, one Rapunzel's eye was huge and her other eye was tiny. So just make sure that when you are buying pins, that the quality of them is really good, because the last thing you want is to try and trade with somebody and for them to pick out that the pin isn't the kind of standard that they expect. And they're so expensive, so that you don't want that happening. Come with me. I think we should go inside Pueblo's, but through the other sneaky door. Shall we try? They might kick us out, but let's try. Come with me. So I probably won't be able to talk to you on camera in here, but we'll show you what the inside of Pueblo's looks like, and you'll see all the people buying all the pins with you. Oh, okay, so they've put this thingy up here, so maybe we can't go in. Can you see they're all preparing for the last? Probably go and stand in line, shouldn't we? I don't know, probably. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. We'll see if we can get any more pins, and if we do get any spares, there are already, I know there are 1 or 2 people that have already asked me for one of the princess pins, and if I can get a spare, I will absolutely be getting one for you. Bye guys! Oh, that was cool to watch back, wasn't it?
So that was your day?
Yeah!
So do you want to show everyone what you traded for?
Okay,
Well,
can I talk about the day first? Because it was really dramatic. Okay, so first of all, we haven't even talked about Linebity yet.
We have.
Should we talk about that now? No, because it's on the schedule to talk about it. Okay,
right now.
So, to buy the pins in Disneyland Paris, to buy the limited edition pins in Disneyland Paris, you need a Linebity ticket. We are the unluckiest people in the world when it comes to Linebity. We have never got a Linebity ticket, have we?
No.
Never. I mean, ridiculous. Last week, I had my phone, you had your phone, you had your iPad, you had your work computer, and on that computer you had 3 pages set up, didn't you? Not a single ticket, not one. And then exactly the same after the day later for the last chance, not a single ticket. It was rubbish, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't know what the trick is, but we're just so unlucky. Be someone else, yeah. So, we were really disappointed because we'd already booked to go to this pin event. Well, actually, we booked to go to the pin event the week before when they changed it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And we were only going for the day, and didn't have any tickets, so we had no idea. I know, we didn't have a clue what we were going to do. And we just thought, realistically, we're just going to have to stand after the last chance tickets and just line up and see if there are any left. And we were really worried that if there would be any left, it would be like Rapunzel with one eye, or Jasmine with no fingers. That's a pin that I actually returned. But when we arrived, we were so unbelievably lucky, because we had someone in line that we recognised, and they said, "Oh my gosh, hi, how are you? Do you have tickets?" And we were like, "Oh my god, no." And he said, "Oh, my friend is buying 2 pins. She doesn't want any of the others." And I mean, I nearly started to cry. I was so thrilled. So she kindly let me stand with her, and I bought the pins that she didn't want. So I know that she took Ariel and Belle. So I was able to buy 1 entire set, because you can buy 2 sets at the pin events. I was able to buy 1 entire set, and then I was able to buy all of the other pins again. So we were totally thrilled. And as I came out of the shop, I think about 9, like throughout the morning, about 9-10 people said, "Have you got tickets?" And these are people that we see once a month if we're really lucky and we go. And I said, we had 2 tiny little pin bags with us. We came out to the shop with our pins, and I had my pin bag and my new pins, and I had my drink, and Phil had his camera, and then all of a sudden someone said, oh, do you not have a table? And we were like, oh no, we don't have a table. And they were like, no, you share with us. And these people, I can't even tell you, rudely, I can't tell you their names. But the camaraderie over there is amazing, isn't it? And I said, somebody has just let me buy pins. And they said, yeah. And they were like, oh no, that's what we do here. That's the way. They had a phrase, and I can't remember what it was. If you know this phrase, jump in. Something trade, but it doesn't mean trade. It means something else. And it means as one or something. I don't know. Who was telling us that?
It was probably Ma.
No, it wasn't Ma. It was
Pascal.
Was it? Who we sat with the table next to us. It'll come back and I'll put it on the page. But anyway, the only reason, again, that we had pins, because other people's kindness. Also, the night before we went, one of our lovely friends off our page here, one of our UK friends, messaged me and said, I have a spare last chance ticket. Would you like it? And in the end, it didn't end up working because it wasn't on my phone. And you have to, if you have a ticket, it has to be a ticket that you have downloaded on your phone. You cannot use anybody else's ticket because they get you. It flashes on your phone and they get you to cancel it in front of them. So if it's a screenshot, it is no good. We saw lots of people turned away, didn't we, with screenshots. But I mean, just that was so unbelievably kind. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It really is. Not once throughout the day did someone say to me, do you need this aerial pin? It's going to be £5 million. Like, everybody was so amazing. So thank you to the people that let us buy those pins. Thank you to all the people that said, do you have pins? Do you need pins? And then it was much quieter than normal this pin day. There were still hundreds of people there, but I really think that since the Liberty has started, they have lost so many people that turn up to trade because
lots of people I think were buying and then going off to put them on eBay and not actually hanging around.
I know, which is really sad. But
trade.
That's kind of the way it is, isn't it,
Yeah.
at the moment? But at the end of the day, I stood in line for, maybe 2 hours. Like, it was a long time, wasn't it? And after all the last chance people had been, we stood really patiently, quite a few people.
You weren't patient.
I was patient. I was so patient.
patient.
And we were able to buy any of the pins that were left, and then they were literally selling out as we were in the line, like Ariel, Belle, Rapunzel. So we picked up as many as we could to put on the page for you guys to buy at cost. And they've nearly all gone, haven't they?
I think so.
I think we have a few left. So if we didn't have any Ariel and Belle to sell in the first place. Or did we have a Rapunzel? No. We had one Rapunzel for our set, didn't we? And I think that's going to go to someone that we know and love who collects Rapunzel. But a few of the others we had spares of. So I hope they're going to great new homes. And if you're not keeping them, I hope you trade them and find some wonderful traders. And
so in the future, if we do get any additional last chance pins, they'll be on the page again for people to claim at the time.
Becky's just said something really interesting. And Susan has said, I've used Liberty screenshots before though, Becky. Yeah, and we have. So we have used a Liberty screenshot. So was it for the Ariel pin release? Somebody said, we don't want this. Do you want our ticket? And they gave us their screenshot and it worked. But this time, no way. And the responses people were getting when they tried to use them, they were like, absolutely not. So, that's really interesting, isn't it?
And the other problem is, in that corner of the park, there's no Wi-Fi and the 3G signal isn't brilliant either. So it's a bit of a miserable proposition to try and get your phone to work. we tried to upload some of these videos on.
Oh yeah, we couldn't do it. We tried to upload videos, live videos Saturday, and it just that part of the park nightmare. We can't even make a phone call from that part of the park, can we? You're totally disconnected to the rest of the world there. But it was really fun. It was a lovely, lovely day. The sun was shining. The pin trading board was out. It was just wonderful. We did trade like 3 pins, didn't we?
We did.
For really, really cool pins. We'll show you those next time, but we didn't really think we would have time to do loads of trading, and we didn't, because by the time we stood in line for the pins and then picked up the pins and then returned the pins, I mean, I'm saying this.
Then it's the end of the day. Time to go
home. Yes,
home.
the end of the day. Time to go home.
We had to leave at 6, and we were back in Calais at 9:50.
Sophie, you're welcome. Sophie's just saying thank you.
And then we
Becky, you're welcome.
back to the house at 2 a.m. on Saturday.
We were shattered.
And then the clocks went forward, so it was 3 a.m.
And then I never have to work on Sunday, and I had to go into work on Sunday and thought I was going to die at about 3 o'clock. But it was loads of fun. So do you want to see the pins? Okay, so the pins that we picked up are absolutely perfect. I'm terrible. I'm like, Phil has even got, tell everybody what you've got. What's that thing called?
It's a magnifying glass.
A magnifying glass. Phil's got a magnifying glass. We're those people. We're like,
if you go to the
take
event
the pin. Oh my gosh, if you go to the American event, we were the only people the first time without a magnifying glass. I bought him one for Christmas because everybody else had one. So I'm there with my magnifying glass looking at these pins, and they are perfect and beautiful.
Shall we start with this one? This is I can get close enough. This is not really.
Hi Jamie. Jamie's watching.
So there's Merida. She is the round for this, and she was €15.
Yeah, she's lovely actually. Her eyes are huge. These princesses, you would never in a million years look at them, and if they were on different backing cards, you would never in a million years say they were part of the same set, because they all look totally different. Everything about them is different.
Shall we split them into glittery and not glittery?
Yeah, glitter and non-glitter. Love a glittery pin. So should we start with Ariel? Because
yes,
I've had about 90 messages asking me for Ariel. I'm so sorry, I didn't get any more Ariels. Ariel sold out first. Ariel always sells out first. I love Ariel. We don't collect Ariel pins, thank God, otherwise we'd have to remortgage. But there she is. Isn't she gorgeous? She is beautiful, and she's wearing her blue dress, which is really lovely. And
the glitter is in the shells.
The glitter is in the shells on her dress, and then on her, on her arm. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pin. Because it's so glittery, it looks a bit like the Hong Kong pins and the Shanghai pins. I always, every time you see a Hong Kong and Shanghai pin, I'm just looking to see if there's one here on the table. They're always covered in glitter and are absolutely gorgeous. So there's beautiful.
So these ones
Ariel.
are
I think you can
€16.
Yeah. Pricey.
So this is Aurora. She's not as brilliant as she might be actually in terms of quality.
In terms of design, you mean?
No, I mean in terms of this one, the hand isn't brilliant.
What do you mean?
I mean,
yeah,
the
line
between the fingers are really heavy.
So on the Aurora, it's beautiful, but they've used gold to sort of separate their fingers. Can you see that? I mean, if it was a Marie pin, I'd definitely have to have it, but I just don't know with these whether they've quite got the designs right. Do you know what I mean? They're just all a little bit sort of oh, that's different, that's different, that's different.
So here is Belle in her yellow dress, and she's also glittery. Now the glitter on this one is in the hair and around the waist.
Yeah. I'm looking at Rapunzel now. Rapunzel, straight away. Look at that. Have a look, and then I'm going to tell you what I think, and I bet you're thinking the same thing. look at her eyes. They are huge. So to me, Rapunzel in that pin looks like a cartoon character, whereas Cinderella doesn't, if you know what I mean. Like, Rapunzel almost looks like a caricature of herself. And people actually were really... People loved these pins on Saturday. They were going crazy over them, weren't they? Like, they're going to be really, really popular. I've had loads of messages from American traders asking for them. We had one full set to trade, and we're going to trade for some cracking pins with them. But they're all just so different. Like, they just don't look like our regular French pins, which is nice in a way. It's who have we not looked at?
So we've looked at so they're the glittery pins. So these are the non-glittery pins, which look like they're from a different set. This is Tiana, and Tiana has a pin-on-pin sort of element there, and she's the only one that's got, I think, an additional bit.
Like a pin-on-pin.
She's got a flower on her belt.
Tiana, actually, people said that was their favourite pin, and she's beautiful. Like, that, for me, is... I kind of wish there was a tiny bit of glitter on there, because I love glitter. But, in my opinion, she's absolutely perfect. Like, that looks like Tiana. Hi, Fly!
So there's Snow White.
Yay.
She doesn't have any glitter on her either. She's been kind of left out.
She has, but she's such a classic, isn't she? She's so gorgeous.
She's came out one of the better ones, I think.
Yeah, I think she's beautiful. And then, last but not least...
We have
Jasmine. Jasmine sold out straight after Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Which I was so surprised about. I mean, maybe it's because the new Aladdin movie's coming out. I was really surprised that Jasmine sold out pretty much straight away. I was really surprised. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pin. And with the movie that's coming out, should I really be surprised? Probably not. But they are all the gorgeous pins. We have duplicates of a few of them, so let us know if you still need them. And it was a really successful day for us overall.
The best pin of the day, which I saw, was Jasmine.
Oh, Susan says she has a couple left for trade if anybody needs them.
Yes, if anyone does.
Oh, hi Brett. Brett is watching from the US.
My favourite pin was the pin Pascal was offered.
Jasmine. Yeah.
He's put a picture on his Paris page. She had no face at all.
So poor Jasmine on the pin that one of our friends was given in the shop. Jasmine didn't have a face. She had no eyes, no lips, nothing. And like I said in the video, out of all these gorgeous pins, how many are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I hate returning items to a store. I genuinely hate it. If I buy something and it's faulty and it was cheap, I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll take the loss. 5 of the pins, if someone sent any of those 5 to me as a trade, I'd be so upset because the quality of them was so awful. One of them didn't have any fingers. One of them, my Rapunzel, had one massive eye and one teeny tiny eye. There is no way I could have traded them and slept at night. I couldn't have. I couldn't have put them in my... I definitely wouldn't have sold them. I definitely wouldn't be trading them. And if someone had sent one to me, I'd be upset that the quality wasn't good. But when you take them back to the shop, they really investigate them, don't they? Yeah. It makes you feel awful. But they're 16 euros each. They're 16 euros each.
Susan made a good point. Imagine what Moana looked like.
My God.
If they sold the one with no face.
Tell me about it.
If they didn't sell Moana.
But an interesting fact, okay? Out of the pins that I had, I think the two of them out of the 5 that I returned were Jasmine. They were not putting those pins back into the selling pile. Those pins were being pushed to the side. So realistically, these are all LE 500, but how many pins are actually out there, realistically? I mean, we bought about 9 Snow Whites, so yeah, I don't know. But how many pins are actually out there? Not 500, because I returned 2 Jasmines, so I don't know. But that was really interesting. And Susan's just said she just thought exactly the same thing about the Moana. How bad was the Moana quality if these have been returned? But it was a really beautiful day in Paris. We traded for some lovely pins. The line booty thing, as frustrating as it is, and I mean, for us, it's ridiculous. We can't get tickets, which means that we can't guarantee us getting pins, which means even with the day they released the tickets, they released them on a Thursday at 5 o'clock our time, and the event's on Saturday. So in the summer, especially, like the Eurostar or the Tunnel, the prices, you can't, to book a hotel and a train ticket the day before, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? And I keep going on about it being not fair for the British traders, but for anybody that doesn't live inside the park, for anybody apart from Mickey Mouse, the line booty thing is really tough. And people's opinion of it when you ask them about it in the park it's not good, is it? Not good at all. But then the line was much calmer. There was no pushing, there was no shoving. You had a ticket or you didn't. And for us, we didn't have a ticket. We lined up at the back, and we just lucked out this time. Fine. Yeah. Should we move on?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have our pin of the week.
Pin of the
week. We
have
have 2 pins of the week, and we have our trading boards.
Oh yes, we have our trading boards. I think we've missed something. What did we miss? We missed the American release. The pins that we didn't get 2 days before.
Oh,
the online release.
I'd given up for that. We didn't get them. Forget about it.
So there was an online... Will you tell them about this? There was an online release for the soda fountain, and the pins were amazing. So we had our phones ready, and we had a group of friends also trying to get these pins. Nope. We tried. No, we got to the basket where you put the pins in the basket. Didn't have any. Luckily for us, there was nothing in there that we collect for our collection. They would have just been going as traders in our trading pile. So I really hope that if you collected any of those gorgeous princesses and couples, that you were lucky that day.
So Jessica's asked, how did the online release work? The way the online release worked is on Facebook. These are soda fountain pins. So these were released on the soda fountain Facebook page. They put the link up at the correct time, which was 4 p.m. UK time last week. And then my experience was you click on the link on as many devices as you can, and up comes the page to say you're now in line, and then it crashed. Other people, you click on the link and you wait for a bit, and the wheel sort of spins round like you're trying to buy, I don't know, Britney tickets when they've been released. and eventually you get to the front, and even when you get to the front and you can see it, it's fastest finger first, so you can't hang about. You've got to go through as quickly as you can.
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Rather like the UK releases were back in the day when we even had releases.
We don't have them anymore. Such a shame. But it was, yes, so we were unlucky. Yeah. We didn't get any of those pins. We didn't have a lot of luck with pins last week, did we?
We didn't.
I was a bit like, oh, such a shame. They'd have been really good traders. When I didn't get line booty tickets, I was furious. I was so annoyed, wasn't I? And I was in work. So...
Becky said she didn't know that people outside the US could order them. You can order them.
Yes, Becky,
You're paying $30 shipping, and you're paying customs on the full value. Soda fountain, not going to mark those as gifts. So you're probably looking at...
We've been lucky once with the release. It cost us a lot of money.
It's $220, which is about £160, and then you're paying 20% VAT, which is $32 plus the 8 charge. So it's about £40 customs.
Brett's spinning the wheel of death. It really is.
Mm.
So if you order pins from the soda fountain from one of those releases, just remember, guys, that when those pins, you pay for the pins, then you pay for the shipping, which is about $30.
Yeah.
Then you have to... They don't mark them as a gift when they send them to you. So then you have to pay customs fees.
That's about £40.
£40, yeah. And then you have to pay... Is that it?
Yeah, it's £40.
Enough.
Because it'll be about £32 with the tax and about 8 to 10 for the Royal Mail handling
So
fee.
for us to get those pins, it is. I mean, you can quadruple the cost of each pin. When you see that pin on the page,
you could double it mentally.
At least. By the time you then pay to trade it out with somebody, they're very expensive. But then they're gorgeous pins and they are really, really popular. So we try, but we failed.
We did.
Yep.
The lesson is... Never try.
No, it's not the lesson. Yes, we weren't too upset. But I hope that if you did try for them and one of those pins is in your collection that you got them, guys. I wanted to talk about when we pick up pins in Disneyland Paris. So,
should we pause at this point and say if anyone wants to play our pin board game?
Yes. If anybody wants to trade off our board,
comment now.
And we'll write your name down.
Yes, please. And we'll put your name into the
the wheel of death.
But not of death. The wheel of trade.
Yeah. So if you've not watched our program before, you can pick any pin off the board that you want, and we send it to you, and then you send us a pin that's not a hidden Mickey, and we don't choose the pin. You can send it to us, and then we open it live next week or the week after when we do our pin program. If you're in the US and you want to play, absolutely you can. We will be coming over to the US in August. We'll happily ship your pin to you if you'd like us to, and you can ship yours to us, but you don't have to. We can always have it when we come to the States in America. That's not a problem. And if you win a lanyard and you're from the US, we'll send it to you. So yeah, everybody can play wherever you're from. I'm saying the US. I mean anywhere. Anyone can play. We have Kelly, we have Emma, Stacey, Ali, Becky. You go for it.
I will just do the schoolwork.
What was I talking about? What did I say I wanted to talk about then?
You wanted to talk about pin pickups.
Oh yeah, pin pickups. So we've had when we went to Disneyland Paris on Saturday, the last 2.5 hours we literally split up and we ran around finding all your pins. We were really lucky, weren't we? We did get, I think we missed one because it was only in Pueblo, and then Pueblo closed, but we've got someone else to kindly pick that up for us. So we will pick up any pins that we can at cost. So if the pin is €7, it'll be €7 and then plus shipping. So shipping will be at cost. So we only have a cent signed for, and what the new signed for, what is it, £2 something?
£2.03.
Yeah.
I think it changes again next week because the Royal Mail have messed it up and without the permission of Ofcom have increased the prices over
How do you know
inflation.
This information? How do you know this? Where do you?
I have to know these kind of things.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going back down again next week.
Okay, good. Well,
but not down back to 189, down to 195.
Oh, great. Okay, well, better for you guys and for us. So, if you ever need pins picking up, let us know. We will send us a picture of the pin that you want. So, for example, it's really tricky if you say, "Oh, open edition Simba," because I mean, there could be 12 of different Simbas. So send us a picture of the pin that you want. Just grab it off the poster, or we'll send you pictures of what they have there and you just circle them, or you can just say Simba and then I'll send you a picture of what they have and we'll pick them up for you and send them off. So this morning, so we got back on Sunday and then we went to work. I went to work. You sort of separated all the pins. We had a table full of pins. And I think I posted 95% of them today. I think we had three left that we have to post. So I was in the post office. Oh my gosh, our post office. We live in London. Every time I go into our post office, everybody else goes into the post office. I mean, I don't know whether it's like that in your hometowns, but it's literally a nightmare. I was there for 2 hours. I finished work really early today and then spent 2 hours in the post office. Crazy, but it's worth it. So all those pins have been posted out. And then with the limited edition pickups, because since we posted a picture of the April flyer, I think I've had about 35-40 messages asking me about the limited editions from Paris. If we are there and we can get them, we will message you straight away. Everybody who messaged me yesterday and this morning, I've already made a list in order of when you messaged, and if we can get those pins, you can have them at cost. Absolutely. So yeah, that's exciting.
Becky's just said, what are our thoughts on
Magic Plus new prices?
Yes, well, they've all massively increased. To be honest, I'm not surprised that prices have increased. For two reasons. The first reason is, as everyone knows, Disneyland Paris is, to use a technical expression, on its uppers. It's made one profit in the entire time it's been open. And the other thing which is interesting, when you look at we used to be shareholders before the buyout.
Oh yeah.
And we had the annual accounts. It was obvious from looking at the accounts that the guest spend was per guest per day was very low in comparison to the parks in Florida, but not so bad when compared to California. And I think that means that the problem that Paris is now going to have is the problem people in California have, which is they frankly don't want locals to come, because locals fill the park up and bring sandwiches and don't eat burgers. And so you'll see in California annual passes are $1,000 plus.
A lot. I really think.
But the thing is, people keep buying them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and realistically, if the annual pass ticket for Disneyland Paris went up to €1,000, if we are going to Disneyland Paris once a month for 3 days or 2 days or 1 day, it is still cheaper to have an annual pass than it is to buy tickets on the gate. So these annual pass prices, I just think, are going to creep up and up and up and up, and then they'll plateau for a while.
Yeah.
And then they'll go up and up and up because people are buying them, which is really sad, but that's kind of the way it's going. And it's been like that in California for a long time.
Yeah.
We looked at, when we went to California first, we had a look to see, because some years in Florida we've had an annual pass. We've tried to make it work that we would go sort of 3 weeks in July, and then the following year maybe 2 or 3 weeks in June, and then we'd use an annual pass. But the last couple of years we haven't been able to do that, have we? Because with the Epcot trading event and and with our holidays that we're able to have from work. But in California, when we went to California, we actually looked at doing that, and oh my God, it was extortionate.
Yeah.
Whereas, for example, in Hong Kong,
it was worth it for 2 days.
We bought an annual pass and we went for 2 days, and we knew that we wouldn't be returning for another 2 or 3 years, and it was still cheaper to buy an annual pass. So, I guess.
Yeah.
This is going to be. It's going to be a bit of a crazy time for annual passes in Disneyland Paris.
So,
pin of the week.
So our pin of the week, we've got 2 pins of the week this week, and in a slight change from previously, these 2 are pins that are up for trade.
Oh yeah, we can trade them with you.
And they are both box sets, or jumbos. So we have
this gorgeous pin.
This pin, this is a Hong Kong Disneyland pin. It's a limited edition of 1500. And it is
diamonds.
It's a pin trading Fun Day 2013 pin.
So cute.
With a little masquerade ball hat on it.
It's really pretty. It's huge.
So
I'll get you a normal pin to look.
Put it next to your head for comparison.
Next to my tiny head. You see? It's really cute. So if you'd like to trade that.
That has Mickey, Minnie. Who else is on there? Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy on it, and they've all in a kind of masked ball kind of affair. It's beautiful.
We're not looking for another jumbo for it. Send us your traders, and we'll pick something, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other pin which we have today is.
It's a Star Wars.
How would you describe this? Who is this for?
never seen Star Wars. I just don't get it. Sorry.
This one is a Star Wars. This is Star Wars Rogue One pin, which was originally $85. It's a limited edition of 3,000, and inside.
There's
Would you like to tell everyone what this is all about?
Leave it to you.
This is the Death Star.
And open it up.
When you open it up, and inside there are some other characters that you don't know.
I have no idea. There's a
You know this, the
stormtrooper
one
on
at the
it.
back?
Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader. I know this.
Yeah, that's also not a stormtrooper, but never mind.
But it's a Star Wars jumbo.
Yeah,
And it's quite sizey, and it's a great pin. So if you'd like to trade that with us, you can. All of our traders, well, lots of our traders, not quite all of them.
No,
because
none of the box sets.
None of the box sets.
Lots of our sort of general ones that we carry on with us.
Yeah, lots of the are on. I'd say probably 60% of our traders are on the Pinsane page. So if you go into the albums and look at trading pins, lots of our traders are in there. If you're ever looking for anything specific, send us a message because we might have it.
Yeah, and they are all basically organised.
Yeah.
By character, so they're quite easy to find once you get in there.
If you're looking for a specific character, I've tried to put them, like all the Ariels, all the Meridas, that sort of thing together. What we're going to do is we're going to do a few shorter episodes over the next couple of weeks, and we'll show you how we store our pins. We've got these fantastic plastic wallets, haven't we? I mean, we've been doing this for a little while, and I've tried all sorts of different storage ideas on how to transport pins around, especially when we go to America to the trading events. And these plastic wallets I found, they're the best that we've found. Yeah. So, should we do the pin trading board? Have you got the wheel?
I have the wheel. So
that's what I was going to call it now.
Put Minnie back on there.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take the book out of the way. So
we
have 2 boards.
We do. We have 2 boards. And if we pick your name out, please feel free to pick.
So are we going to go with the pin first or the lanyard giveaway first?
Oh, where are the lanyards?
Donated by...
Oh, yes.
Pin Trading Holland.
Pin Trading Holland have donated some gorgeous lanyards to us. So thank you so much to the
They might have to be a surprise on arrival.
They're in the bag next door. Should I grab them? I'll do the pin trading board first. I'll show everybody the pin trading board. I go through different storage options every week. You're right, we do that as well. It's so funny. So the Dutch pin trading group, when we went to the Dutch event, we've got a video on that. The Dutch event was amazing. They gave us a massive bag of brand new trading lanyards that are amazing. So we're going to do a lanyard giveaway again. So the first one is Frozen, and it's got Olaf. Oh yeah, Josh Gad was in Disneyland Paris last week. We missed him, didn't we? The voice of Olaf. And it's got Elsa, and it's got this really cool clippy thing. So that's that one. And then
this is also Frozen themed.
Yay!
I think
and they're Disneyland Paris themed. So if you win these, whatever part of the world you're from, we'll send them to you for free. You can just pick whichever one you want. We have lots of both of them. So if someone else has picked the blue one, I've got a bag of blue ones. You can have a blue one or a purple one. Right then, so Dutchies are awesome, they really are. Shall we do the pin trading board?
Yes,
are you ready? Oh, we've got all our names. Can they see them? Can you see them, guys?
So here we are. We have...
if you're not on there, shout.
Kelly, Stacey, I apologise for the typing. I've been doing this live. Emma, then Ali, Becky, Gemma, Gina, Carolina, Susan, Tamsi, Hannah, Jessica, Sophie, Bobetta, and Emma.
Yay! Cool. So here we go.
There we are. Here's our wheel.
My 9-year-old met him in the National History Museum last year. Oh, that's Hannah. Oh, that's so cool,
this
Hannah.
is for a lanyard.
This is for a lanyard. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed, everyone. Good luck. Here we go. Gina! Hi, Gina. Are you watching?
Yes, Gina.
Yay! Congratulations, Gina. Would you like to pick a lanyard? You can have whatever one you want. There we go.
Oh. haven't seen that either. Did you say you... Let me go back up to the comments.
Did you say...
Did you say you wanted to play? We can add you. We can add
We
you.
can add you.
We can add you for the next one.
Yeah, let's add you for the next one.
If anyone else hasn't said they want to play but do, then
say no, and we'll add you. We're going to add you right now. So we have. Shall I scroll up here so I can see?
Natasha Curtis.
Natasha Curtis. Hi, Natasha. Emma Jones.
Yeah.
And Carolina.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Cool. Could I have the blue one? Of course you can. That is going to Gina. Can you write Gina's name down?
I will write.
Amazing. Oh, Michelle is watching. Hi, Michelle. Guys, tell us where you're watching from, because I'm nosy. So we're in London, but we've lived in London for a very, very long time. Years and years and years and years and years. 12 years? 13 years? 14 years? 14 years?
14 years.
14 years. Oh my God. Yes, since I was 5. And we're originally from South Wales. So tell us where you're from. Although most of you, we know where you're from because we send you pin packages all the time. Okay, so we've added Michelle, have we?
Michelle.
Oh, so, Becky's from South East London. You're a Londoner, Becky. Cool.
So, shall we go for the second lanyard?
Yeah, cool. Second lanyard. Ali! Yay! Ali!
Sorry, you sent that package today, no?
Oh my gosh, I did not send Ali a package today, did I? No, did I? I'm going to put that in with your package, Ali. Oh, cool. Kent, Ipswich. Who else? Manchester. But from Bristol. Cool. So, Ali, are you watching? Ali, you can pick a lanyard. You can pick whichever one you want. We have lots of blue and we have lots of purple. So, here they are again.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, maybe you can see us.
No, you can't.
Oh, don't worry. I can show you in a minute. Yay, Ali is watching. Cool. Can I have purple, please? Of course you can. Let's write that down. Purple for Ali. So should we do our pin trading board now?
Yep.
Cool. So pick any pin you want and then you can send us any pin you want to send us as long as it's not a hidden Mickey. If you're not sure if your pin is a hidden Mickey, send us a picture and we'll tell you. And also we'll do a video in a couple of weeks to show you how you can tell. Pardon?
Do we do 3 spots?
Yeah, 3 spots. Cool.
So, the first one goes to...
Ali! Ali, it is your lucky day today. Would you like to pick a pin off our pin board? So after Ali picks a pin off the pin board, we're going to remove her name because otherwise people will think we're being a bit dodgy. Here we go. So there's our pin board, Ali. You can pick any pin you want. Here they are. Ali is laughing. So funny. Did we send Ali a package today? I can't remember. I literally packed about 40 packages today. Ali, if you want to see close-ups of anything, you let me know. Oh, Phil's going to walk over and shine a camera on there. Hi, Olivia. Oh, that's rubbish that you've been working. We're going to add you to our trading board competition. There we go. Oh, second from the left on the top row, please. Oh, that's our little doggy barking. We'll introduce you to Marie one day. Second from the left on the top row.
That is...
Is that Goofy and Pluto? Is that one? Is that right, Ali? There we go. Now this pin that Ali has chosen is a Hong Kong Disneyland pin. So we've had this pin. Oh my gosh, when did we go to Hong Kong? 2 years ago? 2 years ago now. Or was it February half term we went? Easter.
It was Easter because of the...
Easter? Oh my god, it was so cute. So we've had that pin
because
for 2
of
years.
the cherry blossoms.
Yeah,
in Japan.
they were. It is such a cute pin, and I think it's a set of... This is random. Is it 3 or 4?
No, it's 4.
So Donald and Daisy, Minnie and Mickey, Pluto and Goofy, Chip and Dale.
Must be Chip and Dale.
Yeah, it is Chip and Dale. We did have all of them because I think they came on a lanyard. I think. Can't remember. I could probably work it out if you're really that interested. Oh, you're so welcome, Ali. I'm glad you like it. And then what do we have, Marie?
We have a disgruntled animal.
She's barking at nothing. I think she's barking because she's just woke up and she can hear us talking.
So we will.
She's confused.
We will remove Ali because
Ali is too lucky.
Too lucky. So
we needed to add someone else to the list.
We'll line between you out.
Olivia's joined us.
Olivia.
Yay!
Really, for the full effect, it should just say complete now.
And Becky Oh, hi, Maria. She's so cute. She is cute. She's naughty, but she's cute.
I wouldn't say that if you'd met her.
Yeah. She's a madam.
Okay. So, number 2 is...
Definitely not the chat.
Emma James.
Emma James! Emma, cool. Where are you from, Emma? Have you put where you're from? Did Emma tell us where she's from? Oh no. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to hear where you're from.
Bedfordshire.
Oh, Bedfordshire. Cool. Congratulations, Emma. Do you want to see Pinboard too? She's playing, actually.
Right.
What are you doing? She's playing on the sofa. There is Pinboard 2. Oh, yeah, she says Bedfordshire. Ooh. I'm always nervous that I'm going to do that.
They're all going to fall
and
off.
Then they're all going to fall off.
One of them has come down.
Oh, has it?
Yes.
Oh, doesn't matter. I'll put it back on. So... Can we see her? Yes, you can. Come and say hello, Marie. Here is the little monkey. This is Marie, who is a terror.
Little wave. Can I get Minnie Mouse on the bottom row?
Yes.
Go
on then.
That's the Disneyland Paris one, I think.
The Disneyland Paris on the bottom row is this one. Oh, that's gorgeous. Good choice. Yay. Oh, she is cute, Jessica. She really is. And Marie is 14, isn't she, Phil?
She is.
Yeah. Okay. And then one more. Let's do one more.
We will remove Emma from the list.
Remove the right Emma. Remove the right Emma. Cool. Okay, here we go.
Spin the wheel.
Yay! Gemma Boycott! Aww. You're gonna go such a right.
No, she wants to be fed, probably.
Yeah, she does. I can guarantee that Marie has food and water. She eats really little. But right now she's barking because she wants a treat. So Gemma, what board do you want to see? Board 1 or 2? Should we go back to board 1? And then you can always see board 2 if you want. Marie approves. She does. Marie absolutely rules the roost in our house. There you go, Gemma. You can pick any pin you want. Here we go. Oh, Natasha says her video isn't working. Oh. That's a shame.
That must be a Facebook thing.
Maybe.
If everyone else can
She wants Gemma would like the 2019 Chip and Dale. Oh, there we go. Great choice. So this is from Disneyland Paris, this pin, and it's really cute. And it's actually huge, and it's got the Hollywood Tower of Terror on it. Good choice, Gemma. There we go. Oh yeah, Natasha's back. Cool. Yay! So that will go on Natasha's pile. What else do we need to talk about?
Is now a good time to say I didn't make a list of who won a pin?
No, Gemma won a pin.
So the pin trades were Gemma Boycott.
Send us a message if you want a pin.
I had a dog to deal with. and it was Ali.
Come here, Marie.
And it was Emma.
Yeah. Well done, guys. So, is that everything that we wanted to talk about?
I think
and our poor dog wants to go
I think Marie is telling us that it's time to go to bed.
that she's had enough, I think.
You've all outstayed our welcome. So where can everyone find us should they wish to contact us on the internet?
So if you're probably watching off our Pinsane page, but if you're not watching off the Pinsane page, I know that I've been posting to the other UK page where we're moderators. Feel free to like our page, and you can watch our videos off there, or you can find us on YouTube. I'm not really sure how that works. Phil sorts that out. But you can find us on YouTube. And, feel free to review our page. Only good reviews, not terrible ones. If you're watching and you're like, these guys suck, don't review the page. So, thank you for tuning in. And it's Tuesday. It's so odd that we're doing this on a Tuesday.
Everything's wrong now.
Everything feels very odd.
It might be Monday again tomorrow.
I know. But thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks. Live from our Pinsane studios. Pinsane.
In London. Bye, guys.